The mid-size sedan market is extremely competitive, and Nissan has totally redesigned the Altima to not just compete in it, but to be the most innovative contender. So do they pull it off? Let's find out. I think Nissan's engineers have done a good job. To me, it resembles the Toyota LS and GS models, and it also resembles, of course, the Infiniti M. You can tell the engineers had a say as the shape seems to slip right through the wind. With all that form-following function, it's hard to really stand out in today's car market. It does, however, look luxurious from any angle, and that's a good thing in this class. The Pure Drive badge lets you know that this car already meets 2016 emission standards. Pretty impressive. The interior is definitely not overstated, but it is simple and luxurious. While the seats are power controlled and very comfortable, I do have a minor complaint. I just don't like the tacky feel of this material. I think they should go to a better cloth for the entry level. But, like I said, they are comfortable and they're also good on long trips too. Right on the steering wheel you have controls for cruise control and of course Bluetooth. And then you also have control for your radio and the channel selector. And also you can control this menu right here. Useful information, which you can just scroll through. Nice. You get an armrest with two-tiered storage here, a tray, and then you can pick it up, and pretty deep storage here too. Nice. Plus an additional charger. Moving forward, there's more storage here. Transmission stalk, 2 cup holders. There's another charger and place to input your USB. Dual zone climate control, and of course the infotainment screen. Overall, it's a nice, clean, and fully functional, easy to use layout. I also like the push button start. Out back you get your own set of vents, plus a cup holder on each side, and then in the armrest you get 2 more cup holders too. And there's seating for 3 all the way across. The trunk features this optional cargo net to keep your items in place, and as an added bonus, it's also very large. Powering the Altima is a 2.5-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve 4-cylinder engine mated to a continuously variable transmission. It produces 182 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. Acceleration is quite quick for a large sedan with a 4-cylinder engine, with 0 to 60 taking just 7.4 seconds. There's also an optional 3.5-liter V6 which produces 270 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque and gets to 60 miles per hour in just 6.2 seconds. Fuel economy is rated at 27 miles per gallon in the city and 38 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 31 miles per gallon overall. The V6 will return 22 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway. Now the Altima starts at $21,760 and it goes all the way up to $30,560 for the top-of-the-line V6 model. Now the 4-cylinder model can be equipped 4 different trim packages, and those are the 2.5, the S and the SV, and also the SL trim levels. Now the 6-cylinder can be equipped with those same 3 different trim levels. Now I'm driving the 2.5 SV version, and that one starts at $24,100 and has equipped with the convenience package for $1,350, navigation, you're out the door at $27,005, and that seems like pretty fair money. And I think that any way you equip the Altima, and there's a ton of choices, you'll definitely be happy and you'll be able to find something that suits you perfectly. So as I've said, the mid-size sedan market is extremely crowded and competitive. You've got the Toyota Camry, you've got the Honda Accord, you've got cars from Kia, Chevy, Hyundai, Mazda, you name it, everybody's got a mid-size sedan. And as I've been driving these cars, you can look for the reviews elsewhere. I've noticed one thing really, and that's that cars these days are just really, really good. It's hard to say too many bad things about them because they're just engineered to a level that was really unheard of 5-10 years ago. They're convenient, they're extremely economical, they're extremely reliable, and it's a pretty amazing time actually to be driving all these great new cars. So what really sets each one apart is what the individual manufacturers bring to the table. So what has Nissan done with the Altima to make their cars stand out? Well, I think they bring a certain level of technology. I mean, as standard equipment, you get a tire pressure monitoring system that will, when you're filling it up, it'll honk the horn and it'll light a light to let you know that your tires are correctly inflated. Now that's important because I think if everybody in America had the right tire pressure, we'd be saving thousands and thousands of gallons of fuel every year. Moving on to optional technology, at the highest level in the SL versions, you can get the $1,000 technology package. So it's pretty inexpensive, but it brings you a lot of safety and a lot of cool stuff too. You get a lane departure warning system and also blind spot warning. Plus object detection, which works in conjunction with several cameras that show you an overhead view of the Altima and can also warn you of dangers that you might not see. Those are great options for safety. And plus, in terms of handling, it brings something really cool to the table. Now, if you're turning, but you're not turning, that's called understeer, if the wheels are slipping. And the Altima here actually breaks the inside wheel to make that stop actually. So when you're turning, you want to turn. Now, what does that do? Well, it adds to safety, number one, but if you like a car to handle well, especially a front wheel drive car, it's kind of important to eliminate understeer and also to get great steering feel. And I think that solution does it well. So I think the Altima here brings a lot of innovation and technology that's not available at this level usually. Now certainly those cool technologies are available on cars that are much more expensive, like the Infiniti JX, FX, and QX that I've recently tested, but hey, this car is a lot less than that and it still has those great features. Impressive. Here's the Altima's night look. Bit of orange on the steering wheel. Infotainment screen is easy to see, as is the transmission. Good job. In terms of handling, you do have a sports mode on your transmission, and you also have that understeer aversion technology. But it is a large sedan and certainly not a sports car, but it is surprisingly fun to drive for its size. The sport mode will hold the gear longer, and that's a good thing for performance. So the question remains, is Nissan a major contender in the mid-size sedan market with their innovative Altima? I think the answer is definitely yes. They come through with technology not available in other cars at the same price level, and they do it with a car that's nice looking, looks more expensive than it is, and is luxurious and also comfortable. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.